Okay, so trying this again because apparently I have way too many videos on my phone and my storage is full. So, my name's Jamaica, in case you don't know who I am, and I'm gonna start vlogging. This is my first one, so bear with me if I suck ass. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about a heavy subject today. And this vlog is probably going to cover a lot of different things. Some of it might be my music, some of it might be my art, some of it might be random shit. A lot of it is going to be my story. This one is going to cover a part of my story. So, the other day, I wanted to learn, who the fuck am I? And why don't I know some parts of my life? So, when I was a baby, I was the child of 2 drug smugglers. Yep. And, yeah, they wouldn't have listened to a wall, by the way, guys. Sorry. Yeah, no, and that's not a dig at all of you wall supporters. It's just a goddamn fact. I'm sorry if I offended you or your religious people, but anyway, it's a fact. Yeah, it's a fact. They flew drugs in from South America. Well, one of those times, my mom got busted with $500,000 worth, I just found out. I never really knew the details. I heard secondhand stuff. I heard her account, kind of. I heard my family's account. I did read an article that my grandmother showed me years back. I was pretty horrified by it because of some of the stuff that was in there. And this was where the reason why I knew there was articles, and the reason why I started to dig for these other articles, because of some decisions I made this month. This month has been kind of a tough month, and these decisions have been long in coming, and that's part of the reason for me starting this vlog, whatever. I'm so not correct with my language sometimes, but anyway. So, I read these articles, a bunch of them. Apparently, I was national news. My mother was too, but I was the headline. Even though she brought $500,000 worth of cocaine into the country in 1974, I was the headline. And the reason why I was the headline is I was the youngest smoking pot baby. She was giving it to me. And she said I had smoked as much as 20 or 30 joints in the last couple weeks. And I was only 20 months old. She was giving it to me because it makes her laugh. It's hilarious. Now, if you don't examine that too much, or you're not a parent, or you don't like babies, that may seem hilarious, but it's really not. It's really not. It's not funny. It's really kind of horrifying. It's really disgusting, to be honest with you, because I am a parent, and I had a baby that laughed a lot, and I never gave him drugs to make him do it. And it's extremely selfish to do that. And I'm a proponent of pot. I'm not against it. I think it should be legal for adults. And, but there's other ways to make a baby laugh. That was just a completely selfish, disgusting thing that just basically says, my entertainment matters more to me than my baby's health and well-being. And so she went to jail, and she got out later. Not a long time later, which I'm still digging to figure all that out, why. And my life was hell. It was like a Stephen King novel, or I don't know, something really twisted, like living in a cult. And I still don't even understand all of it. I'm still like digging up the layers and like even kind of like figuring out just how sick it really was, like really sick. And because I was isolated as a kid, we were in the middle of nowhere. I had no one to compare it with. Anyway, fast forward to now, and after many years of estrangement because of my mother making the decision when I was 18 to just stop speaking to me, which is a story for another day because I don't want this vlog to be way too long. And then coming back into my life 22 years later and like, oh no, I love you. I always have, always will, which is really weird because I never heard I love you ever from her. And anyway, I've pretty much decided to disconnect from her for good. And I feel like we need to talk about this more. That, yeah, you should honor your parents. It's a great thing if your parents are healthy or that they gave you a good life or they did their best. Or if they did screw up, that they even like apologize and can acknowledge it and can learn and move on. But for parents like mine, which you'll understand probably more as time goes on why I'm doing this, it's not the same. It's just not. You can't be connected to these people and be healthy and happy and whole. And so that's why I'm doing this. And if you don't understand, that's okay. I don't expect everyone to understand. I don't expect everyone to support this. But I have to do this. I sat on the fence with this decision for a really long time, but those articles, that just really clinched it. You didn't give a shit about me as a baby. You know, even now I get the, I love you and I'm there for you, but if I call, it's, I don't have time for this. I'm on an Obama phone and I have limited minutes. Or, you know, talk about yourself while the whole damn conversation can't listen. There's a lot to explain. I cannot fit it into one vlog, so I'm not even gonna go into it all, but it's been on my mind. I've been needing to release it, and I feel like I need a forum. But if you're looking for a hell of a story to follow, a cool musician, a producer, a mother, an artist, a fitness person, a weirdo with crazy hair, and I make my dye for this, which I probably will show you the recipe at some point. Somebody who makes food, maybe I'll show you some of my recipes, makes art, and has weird friends and adventures. You should follow me, so click like, subscribe, and all that happy stuff. And my name is Jamaica, so see you next time. How do I stop this thing? No, really, how do I stop this thing?